Monterey County, and just a few miles from Ione, Washington. Now the locals in Ione have told me that this area that I'm pointing at right now, to stay away from that side of the lake, because that's where the big guy hangs out. That's what they told me. That's his territory right over there. So I'm just hiking around. Just took a hike through the forest. Been hiking for the last couple hours. Haven't seen anything great yet. But a few years ago, I was hiking this road that I'm on right now. And I was the only one up here. And there was probably about 2 feet of snow up here, and I'm just kind of hiking on the road, and I'm probably about a quarter mile or so, maybe a half mile from my car, and all of a sudden I heard this wood knock that came from the direction of the lake, and I'm drawn to that, and I'm looking. I don't see anything, and then immediately I get a response knock right behind me, and it was close. So I turned in that direction. I didn't see anything, but all of a sudden I got this really creepy feeling that maybe I should leave. So I started turning around and heading back to my car, and that's when I heard another knock from the opposite side of the lake. And I was like, okay, I have a feeling that something doesn't want me here. So I'm walking down the road. I see my car getting closer, and all of a sudden I hear this really loud knock right in front of me. So whatever was knocking, there was at least 3, maybe 4 of them. And these were loud, powerful, just single knocks. Bam. And creeped me out, especially because I was by myself. But yeah, that happened right here, right on this road that I'm walking near Big Meadow Lake. I think it was in January or February, I can't remember. I think it was February. So a few years ago, my wife and I took a little drive, came out to the lake. It was late November or early December a few years ago, and there was already a few inches of snow on the ground. The lake was frozen, and we came out to this dock just to get some pictures of the area. And as we stood out here, we heard a loud whistle that came from this direction up on this hillside, and then we heard what sounded like hands clapping, and it was loud. Definitely wasn't a knock. It was definitely hands clapping together. What's interesting is when we drove up here, we were the only tire tracks on the road through the snow, so we knew nobody else was up here. And it was just kind of odd. It was a loud whistle and then clapping hands from that direction right there. Well, I'm out here camping. I'm camping out here at Big Meadow Lake. I'm only out here for one night. It's kind of a little scouting trip. It's only about, it's 6:30 right now. Temperature's dropping quick. Supposed to drop down to about 34, but that was temperature for in town, so I'm a little higher in elevation, so it's probably going to drop down to at least 29, 28 probably. It's already a little cold. Got my fire going, about to cook up some dinner. So far I've hiked around the area for a couple hours. Didn't see anything out of the ordinary. A lot of bear scat. Definitely a lot of bear in this area. A lot of stories have been coming out around this lake area. Mostly from people in the fall who are out here cutting firewood, stuff like that. And they will hear, a variety of different types of wood knocks, whistles, a few vocalizations. There's been some tracks found up along the main road, and a couple road cross sightings. So I've been out here. I haven't been out here for maybe 4 years now, 3-4 years, and I've heard a few wood knocks and some questionable vocalizations. So basically, I'm just out here just to kind of get away from everything. I do a lot of solo camping, but I haven't been able to do that for the last couple years. So this is I think it's my third solo camping trip this year, and it's nice just to get away from all of it, everything in the world, and just be out here by yourself. And one thing that I've noticed about some of the reports from people around the world is they're by themselves when stuff happens. So my theory is if I'm out here by myself, maybe something won't, be intimidated by just one person, and might come in and check me out. Who knows? So I'm camped on the far end of the lake, away from, there's some other campers on the far other side, and I'm tucked away in the back corner away from all of them. And sounds like they're drunk, and the woman is very loud, and her voice is just echoing all across the lake. She's going right now. So maybe with her screaming and anger and all that, it'll stir up some activity for us. I got the recorder out there near the lake, so I'm sure all of this is going to be on it. If it is, I'll share some of it, because she is just going nuts. Okay, so it's about sometime after 10 o'clock. It's been pretty quiet. Haven't heard much of anything. besides the crazy lady screaming across the lake. Heard a couple of owls. There's some field mice running around camp, and they sound like a rhino running through. But besides that, not much of anything. So I'm in my tent and just chilling now, trying to unwind a little. I have a recorder down by the lake, capturing everything probably from that lady screaming. I have a recorder on the edge of my camp, so if anything happens around here, I should be able to catch it. I got a game camera watching my entire camp right now. I should have enough propane to last me through the night. It's going to be cold tonight. So, yeah, so that's about it. So I'm heading off to bed and see what happens tonight. Keep your fingers crossed.